Good morning, student. Today I explain about the topic losses of pre-stresses. Unit 3, nature of losses of pre-stress, different types of pre-stressing systems for tensioning the tendons. Already you know the two methodologies, pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. What are the losses in this two type methodologies processing? What are the losses occurs in these systems, in these methodologies for pre-tensioning or post-tensioning? The initial pre-stress in concrete undergoes a gradual reduction with time from the stage of transfer due to various causes. This is generally referred to as loss of pre-stress. That is the main principle. The initial pre-stress in concrete undergoes a gradual reduction with time from the stage of transfer due to various causes. A reasonably good estimate of the magnitude of loss of pre-stress is necessary from the point of view of design. The different types of losses encountered in the pre-tensioning and post-tensioning systems. See, pre-tensioning there are losses, and post-tensioning what are the losses? Comparison for for these two methodologies. Pre-tensioning, first one elastic deformation of concrete, second one relaxation of stress in steel, shrinkage of concrete, creep of concrete. That is the four types of losses in pre-tensioning: elastic deformation of concrete and relaxation of stress in steel, shrinkage of concrete and creep of concrete. These are the four types of losses in pre-tensioning system. And post-tensioning system, no loss due to elastic deformation if all the wires are simultaneously tensioned. If the wires are successively tensioned, there will be loss of pre-stress due to elastic deformation of concrete. See the first point, first type of loss in post-tensioning. No loss due to elastic deformation. But if all the wires are simultaneously tensioned, if the wires are successively tensioned, సైమల్టేనియస్గా టెన్షనింగ్ అనేది ఒకేసారి అంటే ఒకే విధంగా అప్లై చేస్తే ఎలాస్టిక్ డిఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ కాంక్రీట్ లాస్ అనేది పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ లో ఉండదు. ఒకవేళ మీరు ఒకే విధంగా టెన్షన్ చేయకపోతే, ఆ టెండాన్స్ సేమ్ ఒకే విధంగా టెన్షన్ చేయకపోతే ఎలాస్టిక్ డిఫార్మేషన్ లాస్ అనేది డెవలప్ అవుతుంది దీంట్లో పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ లో. Second one, shrinkage of concrete. This is also common to pre-tensioning. Creep of concrete. This is also common to pre-tensioning. Extra, the friction and anchorage slip, adding two losses for post-tensioning. This is the comparison of pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. Pre-tensioning 4 losses and post-tensioning 6 losses. Anchorage slip, friction, creep of concrete, shrinkage of concrete, relaxation of stress in steel. These are the post-tensioning losses. 6. Pre-tensioning losses totally 4. This is the main comparison of losses for pre-tensioning system and post-tensioning system. You know the first loss due to elastic deformation of concrete for pre-tensioning. This is the formula. See this formula. ES equal to modulus of velocity of steel, EC equal to modulus of velocity of concrete. You know the modular ratio alpha E equal to sigma S by sigma C. That is the modular ratio. Modular velocity of steel divided by modular velocity of concrete. And if Fc equal to pre-stress in concrete at the level of steel, Fc. Strain in concrete at the level of steel, that equal to Fc by capital EC. Stress in steel corresponding to the strain, that equal to Fc by Ec into Es. Loss of stress in steel, that equal to alpha E into Fc. That is the formula for elastic deformation of concrete. For loss of stress in steel, alpha E equal to Fc. If the initial stress in steel is known, the percentage loss of stress in steel due to elastic deformation of concrete can be computed. This is the formula loss of stress in steel, and initial stress in steel is known. The pre-stress, sorry, the percentage of loss of stress in steel due to elastic deformation of concrete, and also calculate the percentage of loss of stress, percentage loss of stress, that is the considering for elastic deformation of concrete. That is the first loss in pre-tensioning elastic deformation. Second one, loss due to shrinkage. The shrinkage of concrete is the shrinkage of concrete in pre-stressed members results in a shortening of tension wires and hence contributes to the loss of stress. The shrinkage of concrete is influenced by the type of cement and aggregate and the method of curing used. That is the loss will be occur these reasons. Mainly the result is in a shortening of tension wires. The losses of due to shrinkage వచ్చేసరికి మనకి వైర్స్ అనేవి షార్టనింగ్ అవుతా ఉంటాయి, అంటే షార్టేజ్ వస్తూ ఉంటుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ కట్ అవడం కానీ, దట్ మీన్స్ అయితే షార్ట్ లెంత్ అవడం కానీ, ఓకే, లేకపోతే తక్కువ వైర్స్ పెట్టడం కానీ, వైర్స్ అనేవి మధ్యలో బ్రేక్ అవడం కానీ, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వైర్స్ అనేవి అప్రాక్సిమేట్గా ప్రొవైడ్ చేయకపోయినా, అంటే షింకేజ్ లాస్ అనేది మనకి రావడానికి ఇది ఒక రీజను. ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే type of cement and type of aggregate and method of curing also due to shrinkage. క్యూరింగ్ కూడా సరిగ్గా చేయకపోతే షింకేజ్ అనేది మనకి లాస్ అనేది మనకి ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. ఇన్ ప్రీ టెన్షనింగ్ లో కూడా కావచ్చు, పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ లో కావచ్చు. ఇది కామన్ గా వచ్చిన లాస్ అనమాట. దీంట్లో ప్రీ టెన్షనింగ్ లో, పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ రెండింటిలో కామన్ గా వచ్చే లాస్ డ్యూ టు shrinkage. Both systems commonly loss is occurring for two methodologies or systems, pre-tensioning and post-tensioning. The formula also is given. The total residual shrinkage strain having values of 300 into 10 to the power of -6 for pre-tensioning, and post-tensioning also given 200 in 10 to the power of -6 divided by log 10 into T+2 for post-tensioning. This is the two formulas is given. C, loss due to shrinkage, that is the shortening of wires, or ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే దీంట్లో వచ్చేసరికి concrete material, type of cement, type of aggregate మీద డిపెండ్ అవుతుంది. ప్లస్ క్యూరింగ్ మీద డిపెండ్ అవుతుంది ఈ షింకేజ్ అనేది. ఓకే. 2 ఫార్ములాస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఎందుకంటే 2 మెథడాలజీస్ కాబట్టి మనకుంది. ప్రీ టెన్షనింగ్, పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్‌లో షింకేజ్ లాస్ అనేది కామన్. దాంట్లో మనకి వాల్యూస్ కూడా ఇచ్చారు. ప్రీ టెన్షనింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి 300 × 10⁻⁶. పోస్ట్ టెన్షనింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి 200 × 10⁻⁶ డివైడ్ బై log 10 into 10 t plus 2. T అంటే ఏజ్ ఆఫ్ కాంక్రీట్ at transfer in days. T equal to small t equal to, that is the age of concrete at a transfer in days. This value may be increased by 50% in dry atmosphere condition, subjected to maximum value of 300 into 10 to the power of -6 units. The loss of stress in steel due to shrinkage of concrete is estimated as loss of stress equal to sigma CS into sigma CS into capital ES. ES equal to modulus of velocity of steel. That is the formulas for using loss due to shrinkage. Already given in the formula, loss due to shrinkage sigma CS into sigma CS into capital ES. ES means the modulus of velocity of steel. That is loss due to shrinkage. That is the second one. Next, third one, loss due to creep of concrete. Loss due to creep of concrete. That is the next one. The sustained pre-stress in the concrete of a pre-stressed member results in creep of concrete, which effectively reduces the stress in high tensile steel. Reduces in the stress in high tensile steel. The factor influencing creep of concrete have been discussed. The loss of stress in steel due to creep of concrete can be estimated if the magnitude of ultimate creep strain or creep coefficient is known. Mainly, they depend for a main concept of loss of creep, loss due to creep of concrete, depending stress in reduce the stress in high steel. That means reduce the stress in high tensile steel, which effectively reduce. That is the main concept of loss of creep of concrete. Deformation due to sustained load is called as creep. Another definition. This is the creep mainly concrete for a long time. Go to time period is will be increasing to change the creep and load condition. Sustained load, mainly sustained load, variation of loads to develop the creep in concrete. Okay, ultimate creep strain method and second one creep coefficient method. Two conditions are there for loss due to creep of concrete. Okay, ultimate creep strain method if sigma ECC that equal to ultimate creep strain for a sustained unit stress. FC equal to compressive stress in concrete at the level of steel. Capital ES equal to modulus of velocity of steel. The three parameters, the formula for ultimate creep strain method that equal to sigma CC into FC into capital S, capital ES. That is the formula for ultimate creep strain method. Okay. loss loss due to creep. Second one, creep coefficient method. Phi equal to creep coefficient and sigma is equal to creep strain, sigma e equal to elastic strain, alpha equal to model ratio, fc stress in concrete, that is the compressive stress in concrete, and capital E is equal to modulus of elasticity of concrete, and capital E is equal to modulus of elasticity of steel. The creep coefficient keep pi equal to creep strain by elastic strain. Sigma EC equal to pi sigma E, that equal to pi into FC by capital EC. Hence loss of stress in steel, that equal to sigma C capital EC pi capital E suffix S, that equal to pi into FC divided by EC into capital ES. Finally got the value pi into FC into alpha E. That is the loss of stress in steel. That is the formula for creep coefficient method. Creep coefficient method, you know the formula, pi into FC into alpha E. See this formula for second creep coefficient method, pi value methodology. The formula got creep strain by elastic strain ES EC by, you know the formula, EC by E capital E. You know the capital sigma E sigma C sigma E creep strain by elastic strain. That is the pi formula. To get the finally loss of stress in steel, pi into alpha E into FC, F suffix C. And the magnitude of creep coefficient pi varies depending upon the humidity, concrete quality, duration of applied loading, and the age of the concrete when loaded. The general values recommended for the creep coefficient vary from 1.5 for water situation to 4.0 for dry sea condition with the relative humidity of 35 percentage. The creep coefficient to calculate the loss of creep, to take into the creep coefficient, the pi various depending upon the humidity and moisture. Concrete quality is also depending upon the creep, depending upon creep coefficient. Concrete quality also important. Duration of applied loading and the age of the concrete when loaded. Age of the concrete are those depending on when the loaded condition and the duration of applied loading. The duration of applied loading. These are the causes for loss of loss due to creep of concrete. That is the main reasons for developing the creep loss in pre-tensioning system and post-tensioning system. And see another loss, loss due to relaxation of steel, relaxation of stress in steel. That is another loss. This is commonly pre-tensioning and post-tensioning also. Mainly the loss, relaxation of losses for pre-stressing steel at 1000 hours at 27 plus or minus 2 degrees centigrade. For Indian standard 1343 relaxation, and also recommendation for British courts also given loss of recess due to relaxation of steel. These two conditions A, B, relaxation of losses for pre-stressing steel at 1000 hours at 27 plus or minus 2 degrees centigrade. given the values for Indian standard, I have 1343 code book 2012, and also the recommendations for British courts also is given for relaxation loss of pre-stressing steel. These values taken into code book loss due to relaxation of steel. To ranges also is given 0.5 FPU to 0.8 FPU. Okay. Normal low relaxation loss percentage also is given in table. Normal and low two values are is given for Indian Standard Code Book to take the value and calculating a temporary overstressing by 5 to 10 percentage for a period of 2 minutes in is sometimes used to reduce this loss, as in the case of drawn wires. That is the temporary overstressing by 5 to 10 percentage for a period of 2 minutes is sometimes used to reduce this loss, as in the case of drawn wires. Okay, the various factors which influencing the phenomena of creep in steel have been discussed already. Most of the code provide for the loss of stress due to relaxation of steel as a percentage of in the initial stress in steel. The Indian Standard Code recommended values varying from 0 to 90 Newton per mm square for stresses in wires varying from 0.5 FPU to 0.8 FPU. The loss of pre-stress due to relaxation of steel recommendations in British and Indian courts is complained in table 5.2. These relaxation values are given as per Indian standard recommends for 0 to 90 Newton per mm square is taken into relaxation of stress in steel, and for another from wires 0.5 FPU to 0.8 FPU. So the values also is given in table for Indian standard 1343 2012 code book C. The loss of due to relaxation values will be taken. Already initial stress various already given 0 to 90 Newton per mm square. This is Indian standard relaxation loss will be taken. See another loss. Loss of stress due to friction. That is, sorry, will be explained first loss of due to friction and then explain loss of due to anchorage slip. First, I will explain loss due to friction. Totally loss due to friction. This is the only post-tensioning loss. Another one loss due to anchorage slip is this is also only post-tensioning, not pre-tensioning. The two losses not applicable for pre-tensioning. These two losses only applicable for post-tensioning. Okay, I will explain now loss of stress due to friction. Loss of stress due to the curvature effect, which depends upon the tendon form, overall alignment, which generally follows a curved profile along the length of the beam. Loss of stress due to the curvature effect. Due to the curvature effect, which depends upon the tendon or alignment. Okay. Loss of stress due to the wobble effect, which depends upon the local deviation in the alignment of cable. The wobble or wave effect in the result of accidental, unavoidable misalignment, since ducts or sheath cannot be perfectly located to follow a predetermined profile throughout the length of the beam. This loss mainly cable uh, misalignment is a not a accidental, and resultant is accidental, and misalignment and wobble effect due to sudden loads, or yeah, unequal loads applying. This loss will be occur for friction. This is the friction loss, and cable profile along the length of the beam, depending upon the tendon alignment. That is the main concept for this loss. Friction loss. Okay, loss due to friction for post tensioning. Okay, deviations in the alignment of the cable, wobble effect or wave effect. That is a wave. See the wave, in the wave, an angle. See, that is the wave effect or wobble effect, and misalignment, accidental or unavoidable misalignment. These are the reasons for loss of friction will be occur. See the diagram to apply the force to the tendons. Uh, the pressure will be, the force will be developed in tendons for post tensioning. The cable misalignment, or wobble effect, wave effect, or wave effect, and accidental or misalignment. These are the reasons for developing friction loss. The P naught is here. P naught, this is the jock. P naught for jocking end. Precessing force at the jocking end, and mu equal to coefficient of friction. Alpha equal to the cumulative angle in radians through which the tangent to the cable profile has turned between any 2 points under consideration. This is the cumulative. Friction coefficient for wave effect, K equal to, the value, K value for friction effect, friction coefficient for wave effect, E strain 2.7183. See where P naught, the P naught, this is the precessing force for the jocking. Pre-stressing force applying the jock position. This is the jock. This is jock. This is P naught. This is the P naught, and alpha value. This is the cable, and angle alpha. The cumulative angle in radians through which the tangent to the cable profile has turned between any 2 points under consideration. The K value for coefficient of wave effect, the wobble effect. The small e value 2.7183. That is the standard value. The Indian Standard Code recommends the following values for mu and k. Values for the coefficient of friction mu: 0.55 for steel moving and smooth concrete, 0.35 for steel moving uh, on steel fixed to duct, 0.25 for steel moving on steel fixed to concrete, 0.25 for steel moving on lead. These are the values for and 0.18 to 0.30 for a multi-layer wire rope cables in rigid rectangular steel sheaths, and 0.15 to 0.25 for the multi-layer wire rope cables with spacer plates providing lateral separation. These are the values for mu friction values, depending on the procedures for taking into mu value coefficient of friction. And values for the friction coefficient of for wave effect capital K values 0.15 per 100 meters for normal condition, 1.5 per 100 meters for the thin walled ducts, and where heavy vibrations are encountered and in other advised conditions. So these are the values. K value 0.15 per 100 meters for normal conditions, 1.5 per 100 meters for thin wall ducts, and where heavy vibrations are encountered and in other conditions. That is the main values for coefficient of wave effect. Capital K values 0.15 or 1.5 depends on the type of condition. Friction coefficient for post-tensioning tendons, curvature coefficient mu, Wobble effect K per meter. Already table 5.3, 5.3 given the table wire tendons. Okay, tendons wise గా మనకి ఈ ఫ్రిక్షన్ లాస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ టెండాన్ బట్టి మ్యూ వాల్యూ కే వాల్యూస్ అనేవి మనం తీసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ ద లాస్ డ్యూ టు ఫ్రిక్షన్. అంటే కేబుల్లో మనకు వచ్చే లాసెస్, కేబుల్లో ప్రెషర్ ఆఫ్ పీసీసీ ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు కేబుల్లో వచ్చే షార్టనింగ్ అంటే మిస్ అలైన్మెంట్ కానీ, అలైన్మెంట్ అంటే ద రూట్ ద స్ట్రైట్ లైన్. ఓకే, ఈ అలైన్మెంట్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు కానీ లేకపోతే ఓకే ఇలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్ లో సమ్ యాంగిల్ అనేది ఆల్ఫా యాంగిల్ అనేది తీసుకుంటాం. ఆల్ఫా అంటే ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను నేను, ఆల్ఫా ఆల్ఫా ద క్యుములేటివ్ యాంగిల్ ఇన్ రేడియన్స్ త్రూ విచ్ ద టాంజెంట్ టు ద కేబుల్ ప్రొఫైల్ has turned between any 2 points under consideration. These are the any 2 points alpha. Okay, I will explain the next class friction coefficient of post tensioning tendon. Use the table and we will explain. Another one loss due to anchorage slip and explain next class. And total losses allowed for in design. For total losses compared to total losses, both are the total losses for design allowed, for losses allowed in design. I will explain next class clearly. Again explain with the loss due to friction and loss due to anchorage slip. Okay, this is the third unit for first topic in introduction, and explain the losses. Use the standard values in codebook IS 1343 2012. Okay, we'll complete at next class loss due to friction and loss due to anchorage. I will explain to complete this formulas and explain the problems. Okay, go to next topic. Thank you this opportunity.